It's time for high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Today's coverage is also sponsored by Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf and Grill, Apple Valley Honda, Sangster Motors, Valley Tractor, Save Mart, Caldwell Banker, Biosports Physical Therapy, and Dick's Heating and Air. And now let's go live to the field for high school sports on your home for high school sports, the NCWLIFE channel.
Panthers and the Eastmont Wildcats are playing the second game of a doubleheader, and the leadoff batter for the Eastmont Wildcats have just hit a leadoff single. That's number 12, McKenna Eckel, the left fielder, bringing up number 13, Aubrey Clark, the second baseman. Eastmont came back and won a thriller in the first game, 18-16, to extend their winning streak over the Panthers, 21 straight wins. Pitching for the Panthers is number 23, Adamarie Iniguez. Second pitch to Aubrey Clark is a ball, 2 balls, and no strike with a runner with McKenna on first base. Next pitch is a called strike, 2 balls and 1 strike. It's the Battle of the Bridge, fast pitch, softball style here. Here's the pitch from Adamarie, a little fly ball down the left field line and hooking foul. Evens up the count at 2-2. Aubrey Clark in the first game was pretty effective for the Wildcats in the first 3 at-bats, getting on base and scoring runs. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Adamarie Iniguez. Balls into the right-hander's batter's box for ball 3. On deck for the Wildcats would be number 3, Hallie Raddick. Here's the next pitch on the outside part of the plate, ball 4. First 2 runners on base for the Wildcats, and here comes Hallie Raddick. Had a 3-run home run in the top of the first inning to give the Wildcats the early 3-0 lead, and it went back and forth from there. Here's the first pitch to her. Is a fly ball down the right field line and hooking foul ball. A long fly strike from Hallie Raddick. Like I said, a lot of these girls play each other and play with each other on travel teams, so it's kind of hard to have a real rivalry when after the game they'll get and talk and go everywhere. Now, Eastmont on Saturday will be going to Glacier Park to play 2 over there on Saturday. Wenatchee has the weekend off. Here's the next pitch from Adamarie, down and inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody on, 2 on, and we've got a time out by the head coach of the Panthers. She wants to get her pitcher set because she's giving signs and she's not receiving them properly. Taylor Flyers, her first year as the Wenatchee Panthers head coach, was a former player for the Eastmont Wildcats way back a few years. I got to do a couple of her games her senior year as an umpire. It's kind of fun to sit up here now and watch the game and not be behind the plate watching the game, not getting hit by balls and not getting yelled at by fans or pitches. Here's the next pitch from Adamarie. Is a ball a little bit inside and low for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Eastmont's moved to 5-1 with that victory in the first game. Wenatchee drops 3-4, and the next pitch is ripped between the shortstop and first base for a base hit to load the bases up. And that will bring up Maddie Woods, the center fielder. Another key and component to the Wildcats' success was the top of the order. They were dominant to get the those first pitches fouled off for strike one. After Maddie Woods would be the shortstop, number 9, Ava Garcia, followed by the first baseman, number 14, Allie Hastings. The pitcher, Maddie Hines, will be batting 7th, and number 21, Bella Walker, the left fielder, and number 23, Remy Rodriguez, will bat last and playing third base. Here's the next pitch, called strike. We have 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases are loaded of Wildcats here in the top of the first inning. Ada looks at her wrist, gets the call. Here's the next pitch. Ripped down the fair third base line, and 1 run, 2, and here comes the 3rd run. It's a base is loaded, bases clearing double for Maddie Woods, and the Wildcats now jump on 3-0 like they did in the first game. 3 runs on the first 3 batters. 3-run double by Maddie Woods to lead off the first inning. Wenatchee's coaches come out to talk about something, and they wanted to talk about now coming to plate is number 9, the shortstop.
Now hitting for
Ava.
Number 9, Ava Garcia.
Ava Garcia, her last plate appearance was a grand slam to give the Wildcats the 18-16 lead at the time. Here's first pitch is on the inside part of the plate for called strike. Allie Hastings will be the next batter. This one bounces in, and the runner at second base moves over 60 feet. So Maddie Woods is now standing at third base with nobody out, and here's the next pitch to Ava Garcia. Inside, ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. One thing about a doubleheader softball game, the girls kind of shake off the first game and then they go right into the second game. Here's the next pitch. A little bit high, 3 balls and 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike to Ava Garcia. Ada Marie looks at her wrist. Here's the next pitch. It's a little fly ball down the right field line. It's an RBI single to give the Wildcats a 4-0 lead. 2 plate appearances in the last 2 games for Ava Garcia, and she drives in 5 runs. And that will bring up number 14, Allie Hastings, the first baseman for the Wildcats. First pitch, ball. If you're looking for something to do on this Friday evening, come out to Panther Park here at Triangle Field. Next pitch, Allie swings and misses for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Ada's taking it to herself, going, okay, I've got to help my team. She's got to start pitching strikes. She's got Allie swinging pitches. And the next one is a called strike 3 for the first out of the game, and that will bring up the pitcher for the Eastmont Wildcats, number 5, Maddie Hines. Maddie came in the first game and kind of shut down Wenatchee a little bit in the first game. Settled in this, and she just rips it right over Ada for a solid base hit. And the Eastmont Wildcats now have runners at first and second.
Number 21.
Now coming to the plate is number 21, Bella Walker. And coming in to pitch run for the pitchers, number 24, Memphis Mosier.
Runner is number 24, Memphis Mosier.
Bella's playing her first game tonight. Here's Ada's first pitch. A little bit high, ball 1. Nothing Wildcats over the Panthers in the top half of the first inning. The next pitch is grounded off to the first base foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Got a score from Eastmont about the first game of the doubleheader over there. The Wildcats win 13-2, I believe it was the final score over there, to give the game 1 to the Wildcats in that doubleheader. Excuse me, yeah, it was 13-3, excuse me. And it was a 10-run rule in the 6th. Here's the next pitch, a little bit high, ball 3, 3 balls and 1 strike. Gotta love high school athletics here in the North Central Washington area. And we are proud to present it on NCWLIFE. Next pitch is called strike to load the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runners at first and second, 1 out. And Bella Walker looking to make some damage here. Bella Walker, a freshman, 1 of 2 freshmen. And it's a called strike 3. And that's the second out of the inning. And that will bring up number 23,
Remy Rodriguez.
Remy Rodriguez. First pitch is ball 1. Last year, Ava took an honorable mention of a Big 9 honor as a pitcher last year because she really did some awesome pitching and awesome batting for the Panthers in their softball program. And with the snap of the glove as she receives the ball, you can tell she is not a happy sophomore right now. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runners at first and second. Wenatchee's looking to get out of damage, and a swing and a miss by Remy Rodriguez. Counts now 2 balls, 1 strike. Sun's starting to set over the Castle Rock area of here in Wenatchee. Here's the next pitch, a swing and a miss, strike 2 to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuces are wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 are on here in the top of the first inning. The 9th batter for the Wildcats. Here's the next pitch. A little chopper over Adam Marie's head into center field. And Ava Garcia coming all the way in and scores the 5th run. It's an RBI single for Remy Rodriguez. She ends up at second on the throw. Maddie Hines moves to third.
Wildcats number 12, McKenna Eagle.
And now coming back up to the plate, the leadoff batter, McKenna Eckel. led the game off with an RBI, with a single. Next pitch is a high fly ball into right field, and McKenna Cardona in foul territory reaches out her glove and makes the catch. And after a half inning of play, it's the visiting Wildcats 5, and upcoming is your Wenatchee Panthers.
First blood in the top of the first.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
Back to Panther Park here as the Eastmont Wildcats come to play a doubleheader and take game 1 and then jump out to immediate 5-0 lead on the Wenatchee Panthers as we go to the bottom half of the first inning. Leading off for the Panthers is the center fielder, number 13,
Leading off for your Panthers,
Danica
number 13,
Cardona.
Danica Cardona.
Danica Cardona last game was 3 for 7. Scored a run, was very aggressive center fielder. One player that you really want on a team. First count is now 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. A little rip right back to the second baseman, Aubrey Clark. And the throw pulls her off the base, and Danica leads off with a error by the second baseman, Aubrey Clark. And that will bring up sister,
Noise for your Panthers.
number 22, Mac
number 22,
Cardona.
Mac Cardona.
Mac was 4 for 7. And then she lays down the bunt to the pitcher over to the first baseman for the first sacrifice bunt by Mac to get Danica over to second base. That goes, if you're scoring at home, it's 1-3.
Number 4, sophomore Lily
Now
Smith.
coming to the plate, the third baseman, number 4, Lily Smith. Here's the first pitch Lily sees on the outside part of the plate, ball 1. If you come to the ball games and watch Lily Smith play, she is a fun person to watch. She's hyper, she's energetic, and she's a team player. You can tell. Hit the ground ball over the shortstop, and she goes 6-3 for the second out. And that will bring up the pitcher, number 23, Ada Marie Iniguez.
Number 23, your pitcher tonight, Ada Marie Iniguez.
5-0 the Wildcats over the Panthers here in the bottom half of the first inning. And here's the next pitch from Madison Hines. First ball 1, inside and high. Here's the next pitch. Little fly ball between underneath of the center fielder, Maddie Wood, to make the out. And after 1 complete inning, it's Eastmont 5, Wenatchee nothing.
Wildcats 5, Panthers nothing.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Welcome back to Panther Park here at Triangle. As the Wenatchee Panthers are down 5-0 going into the top of the second inning. Adam Marie just finished her lead warm-up pitches, and leading off for the Wildcats is number 13, the second baseman, Aubrey Clark. In the first inning, she has gone 1 for 1 with a base hit and has scored a run. Eastmont jumped out over Wenatchee in the first inning with 5 quick runs. They're looking to hold this. This next pitch is right over the head of Aubrey Clark. She gets up smiling and going, hey, it happens. Ada Marie is ready, gets the sign from her coach. Rocks, fires. Here's the next pitch on the outside part of the plate. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Your umpires for the day's game is Tommy Elms at first base. Next pitch is high, ball 3. Tommy Elms is your home plate umpire. Daryl Lingle moves down to third base, and Josh Elms is now at your first base. 3 balls, no strikes here in the top of the second to Aubrey Clark. Next pitch, up, ball 4. Draws a leadoff walk, and that brings up Hallie Raddick. Single, quarter run in the top of the first. Ever since she hit that home run, she was walked at like 3 intentional pitches. Here's the next pitch, driven right back up the middle. Runners both move up 60 feet. 2 on, nobody out, and that will bring up the center fielder, Maddie Woods.
Number 10, Maddie Woods.
She came up the last inning and had a 3-run double to get the Wildcats their first 3 scores. Here's the first pitch, a foul tip right into the mitt for strike 1. Maddie Woods is looking to drive at least 1 in. Here's the next pitch, inside, ball. 1 ball and 1 strike here at Panther Park. Ada looks at her glove, gets the sign. She steps back, rocks, fire. Here's the next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the top of the second. Here's the next pitch from Ada Marie. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Swing and a miss for the out number 1. And that will bring up Ava Garcia, the shortstop. Single and an RBI in the first inning. She hit the massive grand slam in the top of the 7th to give the Eastmont Wildcats their win in game 1. And she pops out to the shortstop for the second out. And that now brings up the first baseman, number 14, Allie Hastings.
Number 14, Allie Hastings.
Inigas gets the pitch. Flies it out to Matt Cardona for out number 3. And after 1.5, it's the Wildcats 5 East and the Panthers nothing. We'll be right back.
In the top of the second inning. Score.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Welcome back here at Panther Park at the Triangle. As the Eastmont Wildcats lead the Wenatchee Panthers 5-0 in the going to the bottom of the second here in this Battle of the Bridge battle. Eastmont scored 5 quick runs in the first inning. Wenatchee's looking to now counter those 5 runs. Now coming to the plate, the catcher, number 6, Haley Mers. Haley had a very productive night. She was basically on base 3 times, scored a run, has a couple RBIs. Madison's first pitch to her is called strike. It's a beautiful spring night here at the park. Here's the next pitch. A little bit outside and away from the catcher to even up the count at 1-1. Here's the pitch. Inside part of the plate for a called strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's a little bit cool tonight here at Panther Park. But the girls love to wear their short sleeve. Ball outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. A little bit upstairs, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Haley Mers. She's looking to pitch to get on base, or ball 4. Here's the pitch. Outside and high for ball 4. The leadoff walk. They always say never give the leadoff walk because the leadoff walk usually comes in and scores. Now coming to the plate, the shortstop, number 21, Sierra Cook. Here's the first pitch. Right at the knees for called strike 1. Sierra Cook was hit by a pitch 3 straight times in the first game. So she was officially 0 for 2. Next pitch is a ball outside, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. A little foul ball off the catcher. Gotta sting. Those things do hurt. She got hit right on the thigh with no padding. There's going to be a nice black and blue spot. Here comes the Wenatchee trainer, the doc. She just made a joke to the coach, Mike Cook. She's shaking it off now, ready to go. And here we go. It's a 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Wenatchee has a runner on first base. Here comes the next pitch. A little bit high and up. Catcher drops it. Runner stays and goes back to first base. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. Little line shot, dribbler down the third base line. Still remains 2-2. Wenatchee is looking to eat at this 5-0 lead. Here's the next pitch of the high fly ball, back out of play. Count is now still 2-2. Hoping you're enjoying today's game on NCWLIFE as we bring you this rivalry of the Battle of the Bridge softball style. Ball 3 up. Count's now full. Runner will probably be taken off here. Madison Hines looks in. Here's the pitch. Ball is now tattooed to left center field and driven gone. It's a 2-run shot for Sierra Cook. She got hit 3 times. This time she took the ball and hit it hard, and gives Wenatchee their first 2 runs of the game, and to cut into the Wildcat lead at 5-2. Now that comes up to the plate is Hayden Delaney.
Hayden Delaney.
Hayden Delaney was 2 for 5 in the first game. Has an RBI. Here's the first pitch up. Ball 1. Hopefully you're enjoying this today's telecast of this rivalry. Here's the next pitch on the outside part of the plate, called strike. You can hear the home plate umpire really emphasize his strike calls. Here's the next pitch. Down and bounces in for ball 2. The chatter's starting to go. Here's the next pitch. It's a fly ball to the center fielder, Maddie Wood, for out number 1. And that will bring up the first baseman for the Panthers, Lily Stat.
It's senior number 34, Lily Stat.
Lily Stat was on base all 5 times of her plate appearance. I've got her for 3 RBIs in that time frame. And the next pitch is on the line for a ball. Lily Stat does have some power for the Panthers as she plays first base. Here's the next pitch inside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Madison Hines looks in, gets the call. Here's the windup and the delivery. A little check swing foul behind the catcher. Two balls, 1 strike here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Wenatchee has scored 2 runs here. The next pitch is inside and low for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Gotta love this atmosphere. Here's the next pitch, a little bit high and up, but it's been called a strike. It's 3-2 now. Lily's looking for something to drive to keep this inning going. Here's the windup and the delivery. Strike 3 right down the middle of the plate. And that will bring up the second baseman, number 5, Emery
Next up for the Panthers
Eckel.
is number 5, Emery Eckel.
She got in here's the first pitch for Madison. Little check foul ball off over the first base dugout. for strike one. Here's the next pitch, too, and it's a little bit up for 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch on the outside corner for strike 2 to Emily Echo. Looking to extend this inning. Here's the next pitch. It's inside and low. Bounces off the catcher for ball 2. From my vantage point, it sounds like Eastmont's really chatty right now. Wenatchee's looking to get that way. This one swung and chopped it right into the ankle for a foul ball. Still, the count remains at 2 balls and 2 strike. Here's the next pitch. This one's hit to center field, and underneath it is Maddie Wood for out number 3. And after 2 complete, it's the Wildcats 5 and the Panthers 2.
Wildcats 5, Panthers 2.
NCWLIFE Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Welcome back to Panther Park here as the going into the top of the 3rd inning as the Wildcats lead the Panthers 5-2 in this Battle of the Bridge fast pitch version. I like to call it the Battle of the Diamond. Adam Marie Ningus gets the pitch call for the pitch, and the first pitch is right on the outside part of the picture called strike 1. Leading off for the Eastmont Wildcats is number 5, Maddie Hines, the pitcher. Next pitch. This one's popped straight up behind the plate, and the catcher's underneath it, and it just goes off the tip of her glove for a short but foul ball for strike 2. And after the first inning of play over at Eastmont, Eastmont leads the Panthers 4-0 after 1 complete play. Here's a pop fly to the second baseman, Emily Urkel, for out number 1. That will bring up.
Welcome to plate number 21, Bella Walker.
Bella Walker, last time at plate, was called out on strikes. First pitch a little bit outside, ball 1. Ada looks in, rocks, fires. That's a called strike right on the outside part of the plate. Evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch from Ada Marie. Fouled over the first base dugout for a long strike. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes here. The Battle of the Bridge fast pitch style. Wenatchee's looking to break a 21-game losing streak to the Wildcats, and here's a long fly ball into foul territory for out number 2. Matt Cordova over there to grab the ball and makes a nice catch.
Now hitting for the
Now
Wildcats,
coming to the plate,
Remy Rodriguez.
number 23, Remy Rodriguez. Last time with bat, she got an RBI single, moved to second on a pass ball. First pitch to Remy is a foul ball. It's one thing about women's fast pitch. They don't go through the balls like they do in baseball. They can hit a foul ball and they'll reuse it numerous times. It can go into the dirt and they'll reuse it. It's one thing about the fastball. Here's a line shot over to Lily Stat, makes a diving catch for out number 3. And the Wildcats go down 1, 2, 3. And after 2.5, it's the Wildcats 5 and the Panthers 2.
Panthers 2.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
Welcome back to this broadcast of the Panthers and Wildcats Battle of the Bridge fast pitch style. Leading off for the Panthers is number 13, Danica Cordova. Here's the first pitch to her, right down the middle of the plate for strike 1. She reached in the first inning on an error by the second baseman and then only made it to second base, and that stalled the inning. Next pitch is outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Madison Hine looks in, throws it, and this is a line shot over the second baseman for a base hit. And the Panthers get the leadoff runner on. And that will bring up number 22, the right fielder, Mac Cordona.
Mac Cordona.
Here's the first pitch to her. On the outside part of the plate, called strike 1. Here's the next pitch. Winds inside for ball 2. Right at the letters of Mac's shirt, the call. Here's the next pitch from Madison. That's a little bit closer inside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. She didn't really like that ball really coming in onside her. She didn't move. She would have probably got hit. Here's the next pitch on the outside. Ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the next. It's a foul ball out of play. Makes the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Man, listen to them talk out there. This is great. I love it. Next pitch, right up the middle to the second baseman. They get the runner at second, and she gets a fielder's choice. 1 out, but 1 still on for the Panthers. And that will bring up the third baseman.
Number 4, sophomore Lily Smith.
The sophomore Lily Smith. Here's the next on the outside and low, ball 1. Here's the next pitch. A little bit up and out for ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. This one's hit, and she knew it. She raised it that right hand. Goodbye, softball. 2-run shot. It gives the Panthers are only down by 1 run. It's now 5-4 Eastmont over. But her first hit of the doubleheader is a dramatic 2-run brawl. And that will bring up the pitcher, Ada Marie Iniguez.
Panthers now send number 23, Ada Marie Iniguez, to the plate.
Wenatchee's next home game will be against Sunnyside on the 31st of this month. It's a 5 p.m. start time. First pitch is way outside and up for ball 1. Here's the next pitch. Right on the outside part of the plate, called strike. Madison Hines looks in. On the outside part of the plate, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Ball down and in, ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. They're trying to avoid Ada's hot zone in the strike. They know that she has some power. She can crush it. Here's the 2-2 pitch. A little bit up and in. Ball 3, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. This one's down the line and hooking, foul. A long foul ball keeps the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. All right, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And Ada Marie Iniguez is looking to keep the inning going here. Ball 4. She worked that walk. Next coming to the plate is number 6, Haley Mers, the catcher.
Panthers is number 6, junior Haley Mers.
First pitch outside, catcher throws down and almost gets Ada Marie at first base. Next pitch, a little bit inside for ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Eastmont's next home game is the 3rd of April versus Davis. It's a doubleheader. So some good games to watch in the next week. No big showdown going in Kashmir on Tuesday. Next pitch, outside and away for ball 4. Runners are now 1st and 2nd with 1 out. And Sierra Cook, who hit the 2-run shot in the 2nd inning, looking for more damage to do. Coach Cook goes out and talks to their infielders, says we need to settle down as we get going. But Eastmont plays Davis next Friday at 4 and 6 over at Sterling Park. Great day for softball over there. Wenatchee's next home game will be the 14th of April, and that's against Moses Lake. The first game of 3 starting on the 14th. They'll play one game on that Tuesday, and they'll play the
Put your
doubleheader
hands
in
together
Moses Lake.
for the senior, number 21, Sierra Cook.
Now coming to the plate, number 21, Sierra Cook. She blasted that her last at bat right over the left field foot. Next pitch is on the outside part of the plate for a strike. Here, Eastmont leads Wenatchee 5-4. Another battle starting to brew here at Wenatchee Park. Ball a little bit up, ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. If Sierra Cook happens to get on, Hayden Delaney will come to the plate. Runners at first and second. 1 out. Time has been called. Can hear the girls out there just making a lot of noise, encouraging their pitcher. Here's the next pitch. Right down the third baseline, underneath the glove. 1 run will score, and she's sending the second one all the way home. And it's a 2-run double, and Wenatchee now takes the lead 6-5 here in the bottom of the third. A 2-run double for Sierra Cook. She's done damage today for the Panthers against the Wildcats.
At the plate, left fielder number 1, Hayden Delaney.
And now coming to the plate, the left fielder Hayden Delaney. Next pitch is outside and up for ball 1. Don't want to blink. Runs are being scored. Here's the next pitch. A little bit up, ball 2, 2 balls and no strike. Madison walks right on the outside part of the plate, right at the knees for strike 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. A little foul ball off the first base line that evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. Down low, ball 3, 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's a beautiful night here at Panther Park. Ground ball over the shortstop, Ava Garcia, over to first for out number 2. She checked the runner as she threw over, kept her steady there, and we have 2 outs.
Make some noise for the senior, number 34, Lily Stat.
Now coming to the plate is the first baseman, number 34, Lily Stat. She's a wizard with the glove. She's made some great plays over at first base today. First pitch, called ball. Next pitch down the middle for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike here. Here's the next pitch. There's a liner over, bounces in front of the second baseman, over to first for out number 3. And after 3 complete, Wenatchee takes the lead 6-5 over the Wildcats. We'll be right back.
They take the lead 6-5 after 3.
A kitchen that makes mouths water and jaws drop. A bedroom from a dream with a bath from a spa. A walk-in you'd never want to walk out of. A pool like the fountain of youth. And a view that never gets old. When buying or selling a home of the highest standards, it's comforting to be represented by a real estate company with standards to match. Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. Live well with Coldwell.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Welcome back to Panther Park here for this Battle of the Bridge version of fast pitch style of the Wenatchee Panthers versus the Eastmont Wildcats. Wenatchee scores 4 runs in the bottom of the third to take a 1-run lead against the Eastmont Wildcats. It's now 6-5. Here's the first pitch from Ada Marie Inigas, and it's a long foul ball down the line. That will for McKenna Eckel. Leading off for the Wildcats. She is 1 for 2 today. Here's Adam Marie. Next pitch is inside and low for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hoping you're enjoying this doubleheader from Wenatchee's Panther Park. Next pitch is fouled straight back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Lily Smith is out there making comments, telling people how the things happen out there. She is so fun to watch. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called for out number 1. And that will bring up the second baseman, number 13, Aubrey Clark, who is 2 for 2 today.
For Wildcats, number 13, Aubrey Clark.
Aubrey Clark, 2 for 2 in the second game of this doubleheader. Gets the first pitch on the inside part of the plate for called strike 1. No wind blowing anywhere around the park, but you can feel the coolness creep in quickly here. Here's the next pitch. Fouled straight back. 0-2 is now the count. (6-5) Panthers over the Wildcats here in the top of the 4th. 1 out. 0-2 delivery from Ada Marie on the outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch from Ada Marie. Inside, ball 2. Evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the top of the 4th inning. There is a lot of spring sports here in the Valley, not only here at Wenatchee and Eastmont. Next pitch is down and outside for ball 3. There's going to be a big game over in Cashmere on Tuesday as the Bulldogs host the Royals, the high school from Royal. And that's a called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate for strike 3. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. 2 quick outs from their pitcher. And that will bring up number 3,
Haley Raddick at the plate.
Raddick. She's 2 for 2. Scored a run in the first, and the first pitch is down on her toes for ball 1. Ada gets her sign from the catcher, looks in, rocks and fires. Chopper down the third baseline, foul. Not only was it hit hard, both the third baseman, Lily Smith, and Coach Cook just let it go flying by. One ball, 1 strike here in the top of the 4th. On the inside part, ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. Do not want to mess around with Haley Raddick. She can crush him. Here's the next pitch. A little upstairs, ball 3, 3-1. Ada's looking not to walk her, but she's also looking to challenge her and get that strike. One thing I know, she does not like throwing walks. And there's the next pitch. It's a high fly ball down the first base line and hooking, foul. Loads up the count at 3 balls, 2 strikes here in the top of the 4th. Wenatchee's looking to get a 1-2-3 inning and get back to the plate and to score more runs here. Here's the pitch. It's a line shot. It's a gapper. She's going shopping there. She's got 2. She may look for, nope, she held up at 3 at second base as a 2-out double for Hallie Raddick. Gives the Wildcats some life here in the top of the 4th inning, and that will bring up the center fielder, number 10, Maddie Woods. Maddie Woods is 1 for 2. She has 3 RBIs, a basing clear double in the first inning to give the Wildcats the early lead. The first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Everybody's looking at their wrists to hear what the play is. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 strikes. No balls. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. As the Wildcats look to try to get the game-tying run here, and Wenatchee's looking to shut them down. Next pitch is a little bit up. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Gotta love the crowd noise here at ballparks like this. Here's the next pitch. It's a high fly ball to left field, and this one will fly away. Home run for Maddie Woods. Gives the Wildcats now a 7-6 lead. It's home runs are now taking the lead, taking the spotlight. As they're getting one, they're going ahead every time. Wenatchee gets a 2-run shot. Now, when Eastmont gets a 2-run shot to take the 1-run lead. 7-6 Eastmont, and that brings up number 9, Ava Garcia, another home run hitter for the Wildcats. Here's the first pitch inside, ball 1. Now, Ava has some pop in her bat, too. She hit the grand slam to help Wenatchee beat Wenatchee in the first game with a grand slam. Next pitch is called a strike. 1-1 now. Here's the next pitch. Grounder foul over the third base side. You need to come and watch the girls play here in fast pitch softball around the valley. The energy that they bring, the fun that they bring, and just the good competition is just great. Next pitch is high, ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes here in the top of the 4th. Here's the next pitch to Ava Garcia, a high fly ball right behind us. Still keeps the count at 2-2. Ada's challenging, and Ava's taking the challenge. She's keeping that play close. She wants a pitch. She wants to hit. Here's the pitch, the delivery, inside. It hit her. Runner at first base now with 2 outs, and that will bring up the first baseman, number 14, Allie Hastings. 0 for 2 today. Called strikeout in the first, and then a fly out to right field in the third. Here's the next pitch. Right down the heart of the plate for strike one. Ada looks in, rocks back. Here she rocks and fires. Ball ripped past the third baseman. Base hit for Allie Hastings. Runners now at first and second, and brings up the pitcher, Maddie.
Number 5, Maddie Hines.
Maddie Hines is also 1 for 2 today. Wenatchee, Eastmont's looking to add a little bit more runs, and this is a high fly ball out of play right behind. Beautiful night here and down in the heart of Wenatchee. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fly down the right field line over to Matt Cardona for the easy blooping catch, and it's out number 3, and but the Wildcats take the lead on a 2-run shot, and it now 7-6. We'll be right back.
We've all dreamt of moving somewhere new. But what are home prices like? How are the schools? What are the state income taxes? And how's the weather? For all your questions, the Coldwell Banker Move Meter has answers. It's the only tool that lets you compare cities by cost and quality of living, so you can get a better idea of what your dream looks like and start making it come true. The Move Meter, only from Coldwell Banker. Live well with Coldwell.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
Welcome back to Panther Field here at Triangle Park, as the Eastmont Wildcats just took a 2-run home run, took a 1-run lead to lead 7-6 going into the bottom half of the 4th inning. New pitcher for the Wildcats is number 25, Jace Burkhart. Eastmont's looking to hold the lead. Wenatchee's looking to regain the lead. Leading off for the Wenatchee Panthers is number 5, Emery Eckel.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for your Panthers, it's number 5, junior Emery Eckel.
Fans are starting to get riled up now. This is getting into the good part of the game. Here's the first pitch. It's a right on the inside part of the plate, called strike 1 to Emery. Here's the next pitch from Jace Burkhart. Ball down low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here in the bottom half of the 4th inning as the Wildcats lead the Panthers 7-6. Here's the next pitch. Foul out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Going back and looking at the old scores of previous games, Wenatchee and Eastmont have played the last 5 or 6 games like 1-run or 2-run ball games. 1 game going to the 8th inning last year here at Triangle Park. Next pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Jace Burkhart. Ground ball right up to the shortstop, Ava Garcia, over to first for out number 1. That will bring up the leadoff batter, number 13, Danica Cardona. 1 for 2 today, been on base both times. In the first inning, she reached on an error by the second baseman and then got a base hit and moved over to the third base. First pitch she sees is a called strike. Here's the next pitch from Jace. Bounces in for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch from Jace. Bounces outside behind the Danica for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch, the grounder over to the shortstop. Ava Garcia over to first base for out number 2. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 4th inning in this 7-6 close rivalry battle.
Number 22, Mac Cardona.
Now coming to the plate, number 22, Mac Cardona. 0 for 2 in the day. Looking, takes the first pitch and lines it to the center fielder for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 Panther inning. And after 4 complete, it's the Eastmont Wildcats 7 and the Wenatchee Panthers 6. We'll be right back.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Welcome back to an NCWLIFE broadcast of the Battle of the Bridges fast pitch style as the Wenatchee Panthers and the Wildcats start inning number 5 with the Wildcats leading 7-6. Ada Maria Niguez looks in, rocks, fires the first pitch. First pitch underneath is Mac Cardona for out number 1, a quick fly out. And that will bring up number 23, Remy Jace Burkhart. Sorry. Jace Burkhart getting her first at-bat of the doubleheader, and first of this game. She came in and relief in the top of the second. Swing straight back, a foul ball. Here's the next pitch. Inside, ball 2. Or excuse me, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch from Ada Marie. Swing and a miss, strike 2. On deck is number 12, McKenna Echo. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 5th.
Top of the order for the
and that will
Wildcats,
bring
number
us
12,
up to the
McKenna
top
Echo.
of the order for the Wildcats, McKenna Echo. 1 for 3 then today. Was one of the first 3 runs to score in the top of the first. Since then, flied out and struck out. First pitch she sees is a called strike on the inside part of the plate. Wenatchee's looking to set down the Wildcats 1-2-3 like they did, and a swing and a miss, strike 2. quickly down 0-2 here in the top of the 5th. Wenatchee's looking to get their bats going to score a couple more runs to take the lead in this back and forth battle of the bridge battle. Foul tip right into the glove for strike 3, and after 5 complete, it's the Wildcats of Eastmont of 7 and the Panthers 6.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Welcome back to Panther Park here at Triangle Park as the Wenatchee Panthers and the Eastmont Wildcats play in the Battle of the Bridge fast pitch style as the Eastmont Wildcats lead 7-6 over the Panthers going in the bottom of the 5th.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th.
And leading off for the Panthers is number 4, Lily Smith, is coming to the plate. She is 1 for 2 today, has the big home run in the 3rd inning. Here's the first pitch, inside and low, ball 1. And it was a no-doubter in the 3rd inning where she just crushed it over the left field fence. Here's the next pitch, fouled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's 1-1. Eastmont starting to chatter for her pitcher. This is a ground ball, just barely hooking foul right at the base. It lands foul. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Balls down and low, ball 1, 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next 2-2 pitch on the way, and this one's high fly ball into left center field, and underneath it is Maddie Woods to make the catch. And 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Down in the box for the Panthers is
now
number 23, Ana Maria Niguez.
Ana Maria Niguez coming to the plate. 0 for 1 in the day. Walked her last time at bat and scored. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. One competitor you do not want to miss anything with because she'll take advantage on it in a heartbeat is Ana Maria Niguez. Here's the next pitch to Ana Maria, up and in for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's a beautiful night here in the Apple capital of the world, Wenatchee, Washington. Hoping you are enjoying this Battle of the Bridge softball style. Next pitch is fouled down the 3rd base line. Tuesday night when Wenatchee and Eastmont were playing, it was a little bit cool and the sun finally came out, but it was a rainy day to start the day off, but they got the game played. Here's the next pitch. Ground ball right up and past the shortstop for a base hit. And that will bring up the catcher, number 6, Haley Mers.
Next up for your Panthers is number 6, Haley Mers.
Wenatchee is looking to either tie or regain the lead here in the Battle of the Bridge. First pitch is a little bit up. Ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. Right down the middle of the plate for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. A little grounder, and it's hooking foul. We got 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 runner on third base. That would be Ada Marie Iniguez. Haley Mers looking to remove the runner over, and this one's popped up right into dead man's territory, and this ball will drop and give her a base hit. Runner moves to second, diving in is Ada Marie. Runners at first and second here in the bottom of the 5th
Put your hands
inning.
together for your seniors, number 21, Sierra Cook.
Now coming to the plate, and then one of the home run hitters of today's game for the Panthers is number 21, Sierra Cook. She got the first 2 runs on the board, and this is a wild pitch behind the catcher, and both runners move up 60 feet. She's gotten a homer and a double. She needs a triple and a single to hit for the cycle. Let's see if she can do it. Here's the next pitch. Fouled over the right side. Makes the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. Ripped right to and over the head of the center fielder, and 1 run will score. And the Panthers are sending the second run over. Runner going to second is into left field, and she'll move over to third easily, and she may go home. Here comes the throw to home plate, and it's not in time. Give her a RBI double. 2 runs will score, and she will score her own on the air on the throw. That will bring up Hayden Delaney, 0 for 2 on the day.
Number 1, Hayden Delaney.
Panthers now take the lead, 9-7. It's a going back and forth. Gotta love this Battle of the Bridge. Here's the next pitch. A little inside and low, ball 1. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. A little chopper back to the pitcher. Over to first base for out number 2. And that will bring up the first baseman, number 34, Lily Stott.
It's the senior, number 34, Lily Stott at the plate for your Panthers.
Lily is 0 for 2, struck out in the second and grounded out in the third. Here's the first pitch you see, and this will be popped right, and the catcher makes the out. But Wenatchee scores 3 runs to take the lead 9-7, and after 5 complete, it's the Panthers 9 and the Eastmont Wildcats 7. We'll be right back.
NCWLIFE Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Welcome back to the Battle of the Bridges as Eastmont and Wenatchee battle in Game 2 of this doubleheader. And Wenatchee just took the lead on 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th to lead 9-7.
Number 2 hitter, number 13, Aubrey Clark.
Now batting for the Eastmont Wildcat, been on base all 3 times, is Aubrey Cook. Here's the first pitch from Adam Marie, and this is fouled. Excuse me about that. She's 2 for 3 today. Last time she came to the plate, she struck out looking. Adam Marie's settled into this game, and this is right on the outside part of the plate for strike 2. Every once in a while, take a look at third base when she gets a strike. Lily Smith just loves playing this game. She has a lot of energy out there. Here's the next pitch. Strike 3 called to lead the top of the 6th inning. Out number 1, and that will bring up number 3, the catcher, Hallie Raddick.
Hallie Raddick.
Hallie's first pitch, and this one's belted deep to left field, and it's gone. It now makes it 9-7 Panthers, 98 Panthers. Hallie Raddick with a solo shot to deep left center field. This game keeps going back and forth. Wenatchee grabbed that extra run to lead 9-8, looking to hold. And that will now bring up center fielder number 10, Maddie Wood. Maddie's hitting a home run the last time she came to the plate. Got a 3-run double, struck out looking. She's been very productive tonight in the second game of this doubleheader. First pitch is a ball outside, all the way back to the backstop. Adam Marie looks at her wrist, rocks, fires, and another pitch right back to the backstop. Quickly, it's 2 balls and no strikes here in the top of the 6th inning. Here's Adam Marie's next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Little off-speed pitch there. Here's the next pitch. A little chopped foul right behind the plate. Evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wenatchee's looking to hold on and get a very critical 2 outs here in the top of and stop the run scoring of Eastmont. Here's the next pitch from Adam Marie. Strike 3 called on the outside part of the plate. It's out number 2. And that will bring up Ava Garcia.
Number 9, Ava Garcia.
That's the 7th strikeout for Adam Marie Inigas here in the second game of this doubleheader. Here's the first pitch to Garcia. Ball up and away for make it 1-0. Here's the next pitch. She rocks and fire. 2 balls and no strikes. She started 2-0 in the last batter. Now she's 2-0 this batter. She's looking to get 3 quick strikes here. Here's the next pitch. It's a ground ball right past the diving Lily Smith. Ava Garcia is on first now, and that will bring up Allie Hastings.
Number 14, Allie Hastings.
Allie Hastings today is 1 for 3. Here's the first pitch. She sits his grounder over to the shortstop, bobbles it, looks over to first and looks over. Runners are now first and second. Got to give the air to the shortstop on that.
Number 21, Bella Walker.
Here we go. Runners at first and
Number
second.
5, Maddie Hines.
Maddie Hines is coming to the plate. She's 1 for 3 also. Here's the next pitch. Little fly ball to center field. Underneath it is Danica Cordova and makes the grab for out number 3. Eastmont scores 1 run and gets within 1 run of the Panthers. After 6, it's 8-9 Panthers.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here. Oh. I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
Here we go to the bottom of the 6th inning as the Wenatchee Panthers lead the Eastmont Wildcats 9-8. It's a back and forth game here in game 2 of this doubleheader of the Battle of the Bridge.
Number 5. Junior Emery Eko.
Coming to the plate for the Wenatchee Panthers is number 5. Oops, excuse me. Number 5, Emery Eko. She lays it down the bunt and it just rolls foul. Great play there, trying to get the first run on the plate. Here we go again. She looks over at Taylor, her coach. Gets the call, steps into the batter's box. Jace looks in, rocks, fires, foul straight back. 0-2 quickly for Emerly Eko. Here comes the pitch. A little bit high, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In this battle of the bridges, fast pitch, doubleheader. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Top the order for your Panthers, number 13, senior Danica Cardona.
Now come to play the center fielder, number 13, Danica Cordova. 1 for 3 today. Been at second base twice, hasn't scored yet. Here's the first pitch, right over the center, second baseman Aubrey Clark's head, and she leads, gets on base with a single, and that brings up number 22, Mac Cordona.
Welcome to the plate, number 22, Junior Mac Cardona.
Mac is 0 for 3 today, scored a run. Here's the pitch. It's a foul ball over to the left-hand side of All right, here we go. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swings, fouled straight back and into the netting. 0-2 quickly. Pitch, here's the delivery on the outside and low, ball 1. Danica is looking to jump off of first base and take a single in to make it all the way to third. And this ball is ripped over the left fielder's foul. It's a double, a one-out double to put the Panthers on second and third.
2 on for sophomore number 4, Lily Smith.
Now coming to the plate, sophomore Lily Smith. Last time at bat, belted one over the left field fence to give the Wenatchee Panthers the lead at 4. Here's the pitch from Jace Burkhart. It's up and in for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Lily is 1 for 3 today with those 2 RBIs. Here's the next pitch on the inside part of the plate, right at the letters for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 runners on for the Panthers, looking to extend their lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch, a little high, ball 3, 3-1. Wenatchee's looking to take a bigger lead into the 7th inning and then shut down the Wildcats to get their first win in this rivalry. Here's a down the left field line. 1 run will score. Here comes, nope, she will hold up, and Lily will take advantage, and no one was paying attention, and she'll move to second base. Give her an RBI single. And that will bring up the pitcher, number 23, Ada.
Sophomore Adamari
Iniguez. And they intentionally walk her to load up the bases.
Intentionally walked.
That will bring up the catcher, number 6, Haley Mers. Infield fly rule is now in effect with 1 out and bases are loaded. It's 10-8 Panthers, and the first pitch is down and inside for ball 1. Wenatchee's looking to do some damage here and take a bigger lead going into the 7th inning so they get their first win out of. Here's the first pitch. It's a little high fly ball to left field underneath it, and on her knees to make the catch. 1 run will score on the take-up, and the other runners will advance the 60. Great concentration by the left fielder, Bella Walker, to keep focus on that ball to make the out, but that makes it 2 outs, but 1 run has scored. Runners are now second and third.
Panthers, it's number 21, senior Sierra Cook.
Sierra Cook is now coming to the plate. Has a 2-run RBI in the 2nd. Here's the pitch. Right down the heart of the plate for strike 1. Panthers now lead 11-8. Here's the next pitch from swing and a miss, strike 2. She took something off of that pitch because she was looking fastball and she threw a changeup. Haley Mers is 2 for 2 today. Been on base all 3 times. A little grounder foul. Has scored twice today. Beautiful night here at Triangle Field. Here we go, next pitch. A little bit low, and it gets by the catcher, but all the runners hold. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Looking to extend their lead over the Wildcats and get their first win. Here we go. Pitch is outside. Oh, called strike 3 on the outside corner. And that will end the inning. But Wenatchee scores 2 runs, and now leads the score 11-8. We'll be right back.
Extend their lead to 11-8.
A kitchen that makes mouths water and jaws drop. A bedroom from a dream with a bath from a spa. A walk-in you'd never want to walk out of. A pool like the fountain of youth, and a view that never gets old. When buying or selling a home of the highest standards, it's comforting to be represented by a real estate company with standards to match. Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. Live well with Coldwell.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Welcome back to Panther Park as the Wenatchee Panthers lead the Eastmont Wildcats 11-8, going to the top of the 7th inning. Wenatchee's looking to stop a 21-game losing streak to the Eastmont Wildcats. It's been since May 1st of 2018 that Wenatchee has beaten Eastmont in a fastball tournament. Leading off, number 21, Bella Walker. First pitch is up the middle, over to the second baseman, into the hole. Give her a base hit to lead off the inning. And that will bring up the pitcher, Jace Burkhart. Her last time at the plate, she struck out swinging.
Plate number 25, Jace Burkhart.
1 on, nobody out here in the top of the 7th inning in this wild matchup of the Battle of the Bridges. Fast pitch style. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Jace is looking to do some kind of damage to help get him the lead. Ball inside, throw down. Ball's missed. Runner at first is running over to second base. Bella Walker. Give that an error on the catcher. One ball, one strike. Runner moves up 60. Here we go, 1-1. Here's Adamarie Ninga's next pitch is inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here in the top of the 7th inning. What a great night of fast pitch softball we've had. Both games, very close scoring, very close run production. Here's the ball, lines back, right over the glove of the shortstop, and the runner advances from second to first, and runners are now on the corners with nobody out. And that will bring us back to the top of the order. Number 12, McKenna Eckel. She's 1 for 4 today. Last 2 at-bats struck out. Wenatchee's looking to get an out at least to make this inning short. But Wenatchee's gonna, Eastmont is trying everything they can to extend their winning streak over the Panthers in this heated Battle of the Bridge rivalry. Here's the first pitch from Adamarie. This is a high pop fly over this shortstop, underneath it, and for out number 1. Big first out of the 7th inning. And that will bring up number 13, Aubrey Clark. Aubrey's Clark's last 2 plate appearances have struck out looking. She's looking to do some damage. First pitch is outside. Runner from first steals, goes down to second. We have now runners at second and third. Mike's trying to get that, getting closer to the next pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike here in the top of the 7th inning. Aubrey Clark can hit the ball, so don't be. That's on the outside part of the plate, right at the knees for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Adam Marie gets the signal, looks in, rocks, fires. Here's the pitch right down the heart of the plate for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Aubrey Clark. On deck is the hard-hitting Hallie Raddick. Here's the pitch. Ground ball foul. Count still remains at 2. 2. She's shaking her hand. It stung her. Hit the end of the bat. Those do sting, especially on a cold night. You want to run it like this, shaking your hands all night long. There's a little delayed here now. Aubrey gets back into the batter's box, looks in. Adam Marie looks, rocks, fires. Ball on the outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. There is nowhere to put her, really, if Hallie Raddick comes up. You do not want her coming up with the bases loaded. Here's the 3-2 pitch. On the outside, runner down over to third base. Tags, and it's safe. Bases are now loaded for the Wildcats. And Hallie Raddick. Oh, they're going to walk a run in.
Is intentionally walked, forcing run in.
So that now gives the 2-run advantage to the Panthers. So now
number 10, Maddie Wood at the plate for the Wildcats.
It's now 11-9 Panthers. And now comes to the plate Maddie Wood. Here's the first pitch. A little bit up and in. Bases are loaded. Here's the next pitch. A little inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Panthers are wishing there was 2 strikes out there. Ada Marie looks in at her wrist to get the sign. Steps, rocks. Here's the first pitch. A called strike. Fans are a little bit not happy with that call, but you got to live with the strike zone of an umpire. Each umpire has their own strike zone. Here's the next pitch. Down low, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases are loaded for the Wildcats. Wenatchee's looking for the big out. Eastmont's looking for the big hit here. Maddie Wood's next pitch. Inside, ball 4. Now the score is now 10-11 Panthers. All right, now brings up Ava Garcia. Does have a big bat. Catcher calls time, walks out, makes a call to the infield. Ava Garcia is 3 for 4, and this one's fouled straight back. Actually, she's 2 for 3. She was hit by the pitch. She's been on base 3 times. Got the first strike. Here's the next pitch. On the inside part and right at the letters for strike 2. 0-2. 0-2. What a game. Hopefully you're enjoying this game on NCWLIFE as we bring it to you. Next pitch is hit by pitch, and that now ties up the ball game. That's her second hit by pitch of the game. Taylor Files walks out, calls time, wants to talk to her team. There's still one out, and the ball game's all tied, and the bases are loaded. What are you saying to your pitchers and your infielders out there? That's the question. You want to get them relaxed. You want to talk to your pitcher and tell her, just rock and fire. Let them hit. Number 1 is going in for Ava Garcia. Avery.
Number 1, Avery Gilstrap at first.
Avery Gilstrap is going to first base, pitch running in for Garcia. Here's the first pitch. A little up. Ball 1. Top of the 7th. All tied up at 11. In this battle of the bridge, Eastmont versus Wenatchee. Wenatchee's looking for their first win in 21 games. Next pitch is down and inside for ball 2. Fans are starting to get more cheering out there, more louder. Here we go, 2-0 pitch to Allie Hastings. Here's the next pitch, up and away, 3-0. Do not want to walk her. Do not want to give Eastmont a lead. Want to get a double play. Here's the 3-0 pitch from Ada Maria Niguez. Next pitch, inside, ball 4. Eastmont has now taken the lead, 12-11, has scored 4 runs here in the top of the 7th. And that will bring up number 5, Maddie Hines. Maddie Hines on today is 1 for 4. First pitch fouled straight back. Quickly gets a strike. Another 1-run game here in the Battle of the Bridges here on NCWLIFE. Hopefully you're enjoying this battle. Next pitch, swing and the miss for strike 2. 0-2. It's a more of a check. I don't know if I should swing, but she did. Kind of a batter there. 0-2, 1 out. Bases are loaded for Eastmont. Here's the next pitch from Ada Marie. The grounder right back up the middle. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run, right to the home plate. Runner throws over the third base, and she's in there. Runner goes to second, and it goes in, and she is safe. 2 runs score on them. It's now Eastmont Wildcats 14, the Wenatchee Panthers 11. Six runs have scored here in the top of the 7th. Eastmont's now expanded their lead to 14-11 here in the Battle of the Bridges. And that will bring up the leadoff batter, the 10th batter of the inning, Bella Walker. Got a single. What a game, what excitement here. Wenatchee's fighting hard. When Wenatchee comes to the plate, they'll have Sierra Cook, Hayden Delaney, and Lily Stapp for the Panthers in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Everything looks like they're settled. Trainer isn't needed anymore. Here we go. Now batting, Bella Walker. led off the inning with a single and later scored. Here's the first pitch. Right down the foul. It's called foul. Right over the orange base, which does not count as fair territory. So that's right call. A hard grounder foul for strike one. One for four today. Has scored one run. Next pitch is high, right at the letters, strike two. 0-2 here with runners at second and third. East Wenatchee's looking to extend their lead over the Panthers here in the top of the seventh. Here's the next pitch from Adam Maria Ningas. Fouled straight back into the netting. Still 0-2 here at Panther Park. I want to thank everybody at NCWLIFE for giving me the opportunity to broadcast and bring you the games here. Here's the next pitch. Inside, must have hit her. So she's now at first base to load the bases up again, and that will bring up Jace Burkhart. Got a base hit and later scored.
Number 25, Jace Burkhart.
Here's the first pitch. Inside, ball one. Both benches are a little excited, wanting to get more runs for Eastmont, wanting to stop the bleeding for the Wenatchee Panthers. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike here in the top of the seventh. Only 1 out for the Wildcats, looking to extend their lead here. Here's the next pitch. Down and inside, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike here at Panther Park. Hopefully you're enjoying this doubleheader for the fast pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes here with 1 out in the top of the seventh. Hopefully you're enjoying this game. Staying warm as you watch in your nice cozy homes. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 3. 2 outs here in the top of the seventh. And that will bring up the leadoff batter, McKenna Eckel. Popped up to the shortstop last time right behind third base for the first out of the inning. And we have a pitching change. Lauren Walagowski is coming to pitch for
pitching for the Panthers,
Adam Maria Negas. All right. Lauren Gorogowski comes in to pitch. Adam Maria Negas is going to shortstop, which means the shortstop is probably moving over to second base. If I've got all the changes correct there. Hopefully you're enjoying this telecast of the Battle of the Ridge fast pitch with Wenatchee and Eastmont going head-to-head. Eastmont tomorrow is going to Glacier Park to play a doubleheader, while Wenatchee has the weekend off and will play Tuesday against Sunnyside. All right, in the bottom of the fourth over at Eastmont, it's all tied up at 6. And to let you know, the Seattle Mariners have now just taken the lead 3-1 over the Cleveland Indians. All right, here comes Laura Gorogowski's first pitch. It's a foul straight back into the netting. 2 quick outs here in a 14-11 battle. Eastmont now leads 14-11, scoring 6 runs here in the top of the seventh. Here's Lauren's next pitch. A little bit outside and into the dirt. Ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Counts 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. A little bit low. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sierra Cook moves from short over to second as Adamaria Negas moves from pitcher to the base. This is the ground ball fair over to the base, and she is safe. A little bobble there, but a run does score. Each runner moves up. And that will bring up Aubrey Clark. Last time at bat, got in, walked and scored a run. And Lily Smith is down, hurting a little bit. Don't like to see that happen, especially at this late of the stage, to anybody. But so far, let's recap the game. Eastmont scores 5 runs in the top of the first to lead 5-0. Wenatchee gets 2 back in the second inning on a 2-run home run by Sierra Cook. Wenatchee comes back and gets 3 runs in the top of the third inning to make it a 5-5 ball game. And then Wenatchee goes on a little scoring run. Oh, excuse me, they scored 3 runs to take a 6-5 lead. Eastmont will come back, and it will go back and forth for the next couple innings, each team scoring 2 to take a 1-run lead. Wenatchee jumps out to a 11-8 lead here going into the top of the 7th. And Eastmont jumps out and plays and gets 6 runs to, 7 runs now to take the lead, 15-11. Looks like Lily Smith is hurting at third base. She's holding her right hand, and looks like 14 is coming into the game. 14 will be coming in for 4, and it looks like she'll be moving over to second base.
Defensive substitution for the Panthers. Number 14, Julia
When they get to their positions, we'll let you know where each player is lining up. Looks like Ada Maria Negas will go over the third. Sierra Cook will go to shortstop.
Number 13, Aubrey Clark.
And now coming to the plate again, Aubrey Clark scored the third run of the inning, and this one's chopped foul straight back. Two outs here in the top of the 7th. Here's the next pitch. Fouled straight over to the left side. Quickly down 0-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Here's the 0-2 pitch from ball just high, but right down the middle of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the top of the 7th. Wenatchee's looking to stop the bleeding and to get back to the plate. Here's the next pitch, a line shot right over the shortstop. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run, and run number 3. It's a 2-out, 3-run bases clearing double by Aubrey Clark. And Eastmont just now jumps all over the Panthers and now lead 18-7. And that will bring up number 3.
Intentionally walked, got plate number 10, Maddie Wood.
Intentionally walked to Hallie Erratic. And that will now bring up number 10, Maddie Wood.
Bring up.
And that's an intentional walk to Maddie Woods, and that will bring up Ava Garcia. Bases are now loaded once again of Wildcats. Wenatchee's looking to stop the bleeding. Here's the next pitch into the dirt. Ball 1. Here's the next pitch from, it's a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Ball. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. East Wenatchee has scored 10 runs in the top of the 7th. And it's a called strike 2. Nice little breaking ball up and over into the strike zone. All right, here the 1-2 pitch, 2 outs. Lauren Galagowski is coming up, and that's low, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. All right, here we go. Lauren's next pitch. Swings, fouls it off. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases are loaded. Here in this battle of the bridge, here's the next pitch from Lauren Garcia. A chopper foul. Ava Garcia is fighting hard to keep the inning going for the Wildcats. Here's the 2-2 pitch for Lauren Galagowski. Ball 3 up and high to load the count up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases are loaded. Top of the 7th. Looking to do more damage. Here's the pitch. Right back up the middle, and 1 run, 2 runs will score, and maybe the 3rd run. Nope, he holds it up here. Oh. Maddie Wood wanted to come in to score, but Coach Cook stopped her halfway down the line and told her not to go. It's a 2-run double for Ava Garcia, and that will bring up the first baseman, number 14, Allie Hastings.
Number 14, Allie Hastings.
Ball 1. "12 runs by the Wildcats have extended the lead in this battle of the bridges. Wenatchee's looking to just get out of it. Next pitch up and outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the next pitch. Ball 3. 3-0, down and outside. Quick update in the Mariner game. Mariners extend their lead 5-1 over the Indians. Here we go. Next pitch, a called strike. 3-1. Allie Hastings today has scored here in the top of the 7th. Has been on base 4 times. Next pitch, ball outside. Run number 20. Excuse me. Bases are now loaded once again. And here comes Maddie Hines. Here's the pitch. It's a high pop fly right over the first base line. Underneath it is Lily Stat, and she just misses it. She was all set, and it just looked like it spun out of her way. Gotta hate those balls. It's a foul ball, which is a strike. 0-1, here's the pitch. Chopper right back to Lauren Morgas, over to first base. I mean the second base, the catcher. And they end the inning. Eastmont scores 12 runs to lead 20-11. We'll be right back.
We've all dreamt of moving somewhere new. But what are home prices like? How are the schools? What are the state income taxes? And how's the weather? For all your questions, the Coldwell Banker Move Meter has answers. It's the only tool that lets you compare cities by cost and quality of living, so you can get a better idea of what your dream looks like and start making it come true. The Move Meter, only from Coldwell Banker. Live well with Coldwell.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
Welcome back to the Battle of the Bridge Fast Pitch Edition here at Triangle Park as the Eastmont Wildcats jump all over the Panthers here in the top of the 7th for 12 runs to lead 20-11. Leading off for the Panthers is number 1, Hayden Delaney. 0 for 3 today. Looking to start a little rally of their own here as we go in. First pitch, pop foul, straight back. Both teams are still cheering loudly for their teams. Here's the pitch. Line shot right in front of the right fielder for a single to start off the bottom half of the 7th inning for the Panthers.
Next up for the Panthers, number 34, senior Lily Stat.
For the Panthers is Lily Stat. 0 for 3 today. Looking to do a little damage of her own here. A little grounder down to the third baseman, over to first for out number 1. 3-1. Just a little update. The injury to
At the plate for the Panthers,
Smith
number 8, Lauren
looks like she may
Waller.
have broken her hand. Is the precautionary update that we just got here up in the tower. Here's the first pitch. Ball down low. Hopefully she'll be okay. She's been a joy to watch on the softball field. Here's the next pitch. On the outside part of the plate, called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. Ball 2, 2-0. Excuse me. This is Lauren Galagorski. This is the first plate appearance in the second game for Lauren. Here's the next pitch. It's a little grounder over to the second baseman. Second over to the first. Out number 2. And that will bring up number 13, senior Danica Cordona.
The order for the Panthers, number 13, Danica Cardona.
Here's the first pitch from Danica. Inside, and here comes the run to the plate. Plays out. Pass ball. Catcher to pitcher for the out to end the ball game. Eastmont takes the doubleheader in the second game, 20-11, and after 2 games, it's now 22 straight losses for the Wenatchee Panthers to the Eastmont Wildcats. I want to thank you for joining us today on NCWLIFE, and hopefully you had a great time listening to it, and we'll see you next time. Remember, Eastmont Wildcats 20 and the Wenatchee Panthers 11. Good night.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast of high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Today's coverage was brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Coverage was also sponsored by Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf and Grill, Apple Valley Honda, Sangster Motors, Valley Tractor, Save Mart, Caldwell Banker, Biosports Physical Therapy, and Dick's Heating and Air. Thanks for watching today's broadcast of high school sports on your home for high school sports, the NCWLIFE channel. We now return to regular programming already in progress.